Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Da Mafia Live. As many of you know, we are live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST and also at 5:15 p.m. EST, powered by our good friends over at BetUS. 108 people in here already between X and on YouTube. Guys, do me a favor immediately, right now, like your life depended on it, smash that like button for me. It's the easiest way to show some love, show some support at what we're doing over here on the Dan Mitchell channel. And even more importantly, I need a roll call in the chat right now. I need to know how far Bills Mafia truly extends. Sound off in the comment section. Let me know what team you're currently representing, where you are from, and let's get into it, baby. What is going on? You read that title correctly. We're going to be unpacking everything and anything that has to do with the LA Rams matchup on Sunday. I've seen a couple of you in the chat already where you said, hey, you know what? I have a feeling that we're going to be able to play with ease since we already locked up the division. One of the fastest times that an NFL organization has ever done it. 5 weeks away. It's funny because last year, when we were 5 weeks away from the playoffs, we were sitting at 6-6, and now we're sitting at 10-2, going cross country to SoFi Stadium to play Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams. Guys, do me a favor right now, folks. Sound off in the chat immediately. Roll call. Where are you tuning in from? We have in the prison cell. Go Bills. Free my boy Josh Harris. He did not do it. Folks. Free my boy Josh Harris. Bronx, New York, baby. That's my guy. Ring of Edwin. What's going on, man? Hope all is well. Hope you're doing fantastic today. I smash that like button like Josh smashes end zones. Aaron, absolutely love that. Let's talk about that. Bills, Valrico, Florida. What is going on, man? How you doing? DTN, my boy, Pat's Boston. Bills backers, Mexico, Guadalajara, Mexico. What is going on, my guy? Hope all is well. Bills in Tennessee. I love your state. You have no idea. Go Bills from Illinois. Guys, keep on with that roll call. I want to get it. Bills in the first team in the NFL to clinch the division. We certainly are. You already know, brother. That's my guy, Sweden. He's in here. He's chilling at St. Louis. If we play the Chiefs in Kansas City in the playoffs, I am making that trip. Hopefully, if we do play them, it's going to be in Buffalo. That 1 seed is still here, folks. Kona, Hawaii, Rochester-born Urban Outdoors just made the move to Hawaii. Absolutely insane. I love that. We got Jersey coming on in. Vito B, Atlantic County, New Jersey. Henry, hey, Dan, what do you think about Micah Hyde return to the Bills? I don't think we need him because DeMar Hamlin is playing great now, but it'd be great to see him back for sure. I feel like it would be redundant. I've been seeing rumors all over X this morning, potentially about this guy coming in. I don't believe it's official, right? Or is it official? No, it's definitely not official yet. So I think I can go ahead and just give you my take on this. I think it would be redundant, especially since I think Damar Hamlin has been doing very well. I know that there's still a lot of Damar Hamlin haters out there, but I think that he has been playing fine. I don't know, like maybe depth purposes, maybe in case like we're concerned that we're going to be injured. Not necessarily sure where we're going with that, but I don't know. Hector, Bills Mafia, El Paso, Texas. Fulton, New York is in the chat. What is going on, my guy? Austin, Texas. I love Austin, Texas, Yamina. You have no idea. It's one of my favorite cities in the United States. Alpha Rob, Casey losing at least 2 more, maybe even 3. Josh is coming on in. I'm down for Hyde. Josh wants it. Vito B. Next step is Bishop, not backwards with Hyde. Alpha Rob is coming in. Don't sleep on the Browns beating them. Do not, man. Listen, they are giant killers. Absolutely indeed, folks. 92 of you in the YouTube chat right now, 58 of you over on X, guys. Smash that like button immediately. I'm seeing a lot of people up in here. We have Aaron Freeze, Columbia, South Carolina. What is going on? Hope you are doing well. We are going undefeated this season and postseason. Bills Super Bowl championship champions in New Orleans. Big Papa Bill. Listen, this is something that I've been battling with back and forth in my head for the past couple of days. Do we want to lose one more, right? Like, do we want to have our last loss? And it's not even a matter of wanting. Of course we want that, right? Of course we want that. But does it scare us a little bit if, like, we end up winning out and, like, we're like, oh, damn. Like, we're on a hot streak or, quote, unquote, we're due, right? Like, I'd rather us not be due for an L when it matters most in the playoffs. That's kind of where I'm at right now. But I feel like this team is different. I have continuously said this, and I'm not backing down. And you know what? Even sports books are thinking the same because, folks, right here are the lines. All right. And no mistake, this Buffalo Bills team is the favorite to beat the LA Rams on Sunday. Um, Vegas thinks that this is going to be an ass whooping just based off of what we're looking at right now. We already know that home teams already have the advantage when it comes into sports books, right? Typically, a team always gets 3 points exclusively for being home, right? So 9 times out of 10, always look at it as -3. If it's going to be a close game, they think it's going to be evenly matched, then the home team ends up getting -1 and the away team gets +1. So really what Vegas is telling us here, folks, no, they don't think that we're going to beat them by more than 5 points. They think that we are going to beat them by more than 8. They think that we are about to beat them by 2 scores. Essentially, how this is all kind of playing out. I'm not sure about you guys, but I think this is an absolute lock. -5. That defense over in LA is absolutely terrible. I think the only question here is what type of aggression is Buffalo going to be playing with against the LA Rams on Sunday? Like I said, we already got the t-shirts and hats, baby. We already know that we're going into the playoffs. Is Sean McDermott's number one priority to stay healthy, or does he truly want that 1 seed? I know he said that he wants it, but there's been plenty of occasions where Coach McDermott's coach speak is out exclusively for a smokescreen. I don't know. And so you ask my buddy Kevin, he's probably going to go out here and he's going to tell you, you know what, Dan, I think he cares about health. I don't think he truly cares about the 1 seed. He just wants to be as healthy as humanly possible. 2nd seed would be just as good. We, at the very least, get 2 home games. And why not? Why not have a nice little game in the wild card round so that we can gain some momentum going into it? Why would Week 18 be a throwaway game if we still have a chance for the 1 seed? I want to win, get a bye, then 2 weeks off before the Super Bowl. We will be rested. 34-20, Bills Mafia. Listen, I kind of like that too, because Sean McDermott, all right, have to give him credit. He has never lost a game after the bye week. Never lost a game after a bye week. So does that mean we automatically book a ticket right to the AFC Championship? I'm not entirely sure, but that's kind of where we're at. But anyway, folks, as you can see, we have the lines over here on the BetUS Sportsbook. As a reminder, we know BetUS, they're matching 150% of your first deposit all the way up to $2,000 and 125% of your second and your third deposit as well, as long as you use code YouTube150 when signing up. You can already start betting on the NFL MVP. Surprise, surprise, Josh Allen's already like a -300 favorite. Sean McDermott could potentially win Coach of the Year. Who knows? His odds are absolutely disrespectful. Might as well cash out on the disrespect, folks. Go on ahead, get in on BetUS, man. Best sports book in the game. Proud sponsor of this channel as well. We have Red, White, and Bill saying, if we are 8-0 after a bye, why would we not want to get the bye for playoffs? That's guaranteed AFC Championship game. I think so. The only thing, like, trust me, I want the first round too. Like, I really want that first round. I want the Super Bowl to go through Buffalo, New York. I really, really do. I'm trying to think through McDermott's lens, and his lens would be like, bro, like, I'm still haunted by having AJ Klein as my starting linebacker in the divisional last year. So is what it is. I still want the first seed. We will see truly what they do want, or like what their true goal is. I'm sure the goal is the first seed, but we'll see. We'll see. Make no mistake. I'm rooting for that damn seed, guys. Smash that like button. It's not guaranteed to the AFC title game. Nothing is guaranteed in the playoffs. However, stats back it up. Nothing in life is guaranteed, baby. Nothing in life is guaranteed. Bills could go 14-3. We have Eric, who is excited for the Sabrina Carpenter Christmas album. Me, dude. Vito B. All depends on what Kansas City does. If a chance for the 1 seed is there, we have to go for it. Matt C. is saying, this is the best chance we are going to have in the Allen era to win a Super Bowl. If we don't make it there this year, I'm calling it now, Allen will never get a ring in his career. You know what, man? Like, I get that, but how many times have we said that, right? I feel like we said that during 2020. I feel like we said that maybe in 2021, maybe not, because so with that year was kind of weird. But I mean, listen, I feel like half of us came into this season thinking that we would be lucky as hell just to make the playoffs with all of the departures. Whether or not that you want to call it just brainwashing from the national media, I'm not sure. But I think what this team has proven is you have to have faith in Brandon Beane and this coaching staff to consistently put up a squad, a roster that can compete regardless. So that is something we're looking at. Both can be true, though. If people get dinged up, he will probably be cautious. But if they are healthy, they are going to go after it. Absolutely, man. Stay healthy. Thank God that we're going to be in a dome next week, right? Bills want to stay healthy, and the Pats are officially out since they are not playing for anything. Dan, if we need a linebacker in the playoffs, your number is getting called. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. As long as I can pass a steroids test, I'll be out there. I'm just kidding. They're 100% going for the first seed. No way they sit starters just to prevent Mike getting injured. I don't see the risk and the return. See, the thing is, RM56, I feel like we have to consider it, right? We have to consider it. Have to. Like, absolutely. Especially based off of our history, right? And so as much as we like to say, that no, like this team is not worried about injuries. Hell yeah, we are. Hell yeah, we are, man. I guarantee you that Sean McDermott is still in therapy for how weak we were, like going into it, right? Because last year we had so many injuries going into the playoffs because we were in desperation mode, right? Like we were 6-6, and we had to win out those last 5 games to even make the playoffs in the first place. And we lost a lot of guys against Miami, lost even more against Pittsburgh. And then by the time we got to Kansas City in the divisional round, like we were having 3rd and 4th stringers out there on the defensive side of the football. I've said this a couple of times. I think that keeping our defense healthy is a hell of a lot more important than keeping our offense healthy. Obviously, outside of Josh Allen, like that is what runs this engine over on the offense. But it's not even so much injuries for me, right? If, for example, knock on wood, I'm not putting this out into the universe, if we had a couple of injuries on key pieces to the offense, I think we would be completely fine. We would not miss a beat. Still put up 30 points, no issues, right? Like we've proven that for the past couple of weeks. But on the defensive side of the ball, that's an entirely different story. If one of our starting corners go down, you best damn believe I'm going to be sweating. If Taron Johnson goes down, damn well believe I am going to be sweating. Yeah, that's kind of where I am. Like me, like say that I could follow one position group and make sure that they don't get injured, it would have to be linebackers and then corners. So the corners and the linebackers, I think, are the most important position group to keep healthy this year. I really, really do. At first, I thought it was the offensive line, but then I saw how some of our depth ended up performing, right? So even the offensive line, for the most part, I'm feeling a bit more confident in, if that makes sense. Bills are going to sweep the entire division. Michael Zamersky, talk to me, baby. Let's talk about that. Bills will beat the Rams the same way they did to them in 2022 season kickoff. I would be completely fine with that. Dan, check Discord when you have time. Absolutely, bro. Let me check out that Discord. Let me check out that Discord real fast. Thank you. Thank you, sir. There you go, bro. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Dwayne. I appreciate that, man. Francisco from Brooklyn, New York. Go Bills. Dan the man. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. 208 of you in here already, guys. 127 of you on YouTube. 81 of you on X. Do me a favor, smash that like button if you haven't had an opportunity of doing so far. And Urban, I'm going to get right back to that comment here. Just want to remind everybody I'm giving away this signed Christian Benford jersey to one of you lucky viewers. All you need to do, folks, is be a subscriber to this YouTube channel, and you have to leave a comment on this video after I'm done being live. Live chats don't count. Have to leave a comment. I'm giving away that jersey, announcing the winner on Sunday. So anybody watching and lurking, not subscribing, you already know what it is. Rams are going to put a nice little beating on you guys. Axel, I swear you must be 12. I swear you must be 12 years old. I love you, but you're 12 years old. Gonna need the Bills pass rush to dial it up this week. Last time we played the Rams, Puka was still in college. Just saying. Hector, Dan, what do you want more in the playoffs? Chiefs revenge game or a Ravens revenge game? Basically, anybody that shows their face in Highmark Stadium is quite frankly what I want. But I do want to go back to this. This one comment that I read earlier. Hold on. From Hector, my boy. No, wasn't this. What was it? Hey, Dan, we're going to make a new Discord channel for the new mods. Do it up, baby. Do it up, man. What size is that? I think it's 2XL, like most signed jerseys. I believe so. It's not something that I would recommend wearing. Would be more something that I would recommend like framing and like putting up in your man cave or something like that. Where was that one? Okay, here it is from RM56. So I'll tell you what. I understand like being concerned about a team's running back room, although that I think that we have done pretty good in the second half specifically, and then also in the red zone. But as far as big time receivers, folks, we can't take it away from Christian Benford. We can't take it away from Rasul Douglas. We can't take it away from Taron Johnson. I'm trying to rack my brain up, and I can't name more than 2 wide receivers that have had like a damn good game against the Buffalo Bills secondary this year. If there's any concern, like I have seen all of these crazy names of receivers that we need to go on ahead and like we need to lock down, and we typically do. We typically lock down the wide receivers. It's the running backs, obviously, that get theirs, particularly in the first half. But I mean, listen, I have all of the confidence and faith in the world for Puka Nacua. I have all of the confidence in the world in Cooper Kupp. But the way that Benford, Taron Johnson, and Rasul Douglas have been playing, particularly in pass coverage, I really don't think that this Buffalo Bills team has been doing too bad in the overall secondary category. And they do a wonderful job at taking away some of the biggest weapons that they could. I'm adding 3 new mods this week. If you're interested, contact me on Discord, man. Destroy Los Angeles. John Marlowe is coming in. Yeah, you are right. Jordan, Robert Kane is coming in. Dan, go check on my Instagram DM. Sent you a video of my Instagram. Rob's definitely will, my friend. Definitely will. Bala, Pennsylvania. Edward Lee is in the chat. I'm here. Go Bills. I love to hear it. All right, listen. Let's get back into this LA Rams team because that's exactly what this stream is all about. We have to understand the enemy, folks. Let's go ahead and understand the enemy. I want to start off with their offense. Hasn't been doing too hot, has it? Only 21 points per game. They're 20th in the league. Only 330 yards per game. That is worse than half in the league. Points per play, they're 20th. Yards per play, only 5.4. Smack dab in the middle of the league by itself. Third down conversion, one of the worst teams in the NFL. One of the worst teams in the NFL for third down conversions, folks. What do we do here? What does that tell us? Is this Rams team having issues protecting Matthew Stafford? Spoiler alert, yes, they do. So they're not getting large chunk plays, or they're hurting themselves with penalties. That's kind of how we're looking at it right now. Fourth down conversion, better than half at 63.6, and red zone scoring less than ideal at the 19th, and only 2.5 touchdowns per game. So offense is getting a little sticky, if you ask me. Rush plays, all right? Not looking too hot over in LA. All right, 40.3% of the rush plays at 25, only 4.1, only 24.7 rushes per game. Rush yards per game, 100.2, and rush touchdowns per game, 0.8. So nothing is better than over 500 in the league for this overall running team. Now let's go ahead and check out the passing statistics. Now do keep in mind they had a couple of games without Cooper Kupp. Let me take this shit off, bro. Let me take that shit off for a second. They had a couple of games without Cooper Kupp. They've had a couple of games. So they've had a couple of games without Puka Nacua. So we can keep that in mind. Both of them are absolute stars. We can make this happen. Let's go ahead and make this work. We have Axel is coming in. Listen, Axel, listen, man. Listen, bro. Like, I love that you're in here, like, rocking with me and stuff like that. But, like, have a conversation and, like, don't troll, like, each and every single comment. I'm fine with trolling. But, like, this is just juvenile. It's annoying. So watch, have fun. I'm cool with trolling, but like it's getting to a point where like you troll each and every single comment. It's wildly annoying. So I'm gonna give you one more time and say that I can get like one more troll comment. Then I'm just gonna have to time you out for about 24 hours until you can learn how to like act like an adult. And to be honest with you, like bro, like I'm fine with trolling. I really, really am, and I don't mind. But like you're just being like an absolute child in the chat, and it's ruining the experience for anybody else that's in here trying to watch ball. I'm fine with trolling, but like fucking let's be I'd say let's be an adult about it. All right. Absolutely juvenile. Josh is coming in. We're sophisticated over here. We are sophisticated over here. Jordan Smith is coming on in, and you're probably like most Chiefs fans who have only been a fan for 5 or more years. Axel has no ball knowledge. He does not. Be civil. So listen, I'm fine with trolling. Like I'm fine with people coming in here and joking around, but like when it comes to every single comment, like bro, like you're just in here trying to like ruin the sanctity of the show. So just chill. I got to say, I love the Bills' offensive line. Connor McGovern moving back to center has been the best thing for his career. Spencer Brown is only getting better, and Dawkins is still a beast. We have Spin 048. If you want to be a troll, you actually have to be a good one. We have DTN, and the Bills need to keep an eye on Jared Verse and Kobe Turner because they murdered the Pats O-line when we played them. Chiefs stink. All right, guys. All right, man. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go. Anyway. So back to the overall passing situation for him, about middle of the pack, but keep in mind it's likely a hell of a lot better. Just due to the fact that we didn't ultimately end up having Puka and then also Cooper Kupp for several weeks. So something to think about right there. Take it as you will. And as far as a turnover differential or turnover margin, they're sitting at +3. So they're turning over the ball a little bit. All right. Let's go ahead and check out a couple of things here. Let's go to handy dandy PFF. Let's go Los Angeles Rams. Check out these guys for a second. And let's take a look at this damn lineup here, huh? Let's take a look at this damn lineup. Bo Limmer, solid center over there. I can tell you that. That was somebody I was really looking for. Semi-decent offensive line. Robinson, you have Nakua, you have Cooper Kupp out of the slot. Then you have this guy right over here. You have Demarcus Robinson, who's going to be on the outside. And then just for shits and giggles, we're going to go on ahead and we are going to put the team. We're going to pick the Buffalo Bills. I wish I could put them in like nickel. So we can go on ahead and just take away Williams, and we'll put Taron Johnson on Kupp. We'll have Rasul Douglas on Puka Nacua, and then Benford will be on Robinson. So that's basically what we're going to be looking at the end of the day. Long Island transplant, originally from Buffalo. You'd be surprised how many people yell, "Go Bills," when I'm wearing gear around it. I love it. I love hating the Jets fan down here. That's what it is. I think our secondary is going to eat this week. Stafford will at least throw 2 picks. Jay is coming in. Too bad we couldn't face Tre'Davious White. He's been bad, man. Rams are a good team and are getting healthy, and he's on the Ravens now. Jordan Smith, according to the NFL research in 2023, Buffalo Bills fans ranked number 1 of all fans, have been fans for 20 more years. Over 82% of Bills fans have been fans for 20 plus years. Absolutely, man. Not a lot on the bandwagon over here. Schematics prevent big throws. Nobody was beat for us to go. All right, listen, man. I love that. So we all know during my previews, the first thing that we start off with is the quarterback. Matthew Stafford, we know this guy. Now, what I want to do is I want to take a look at some of his advanced analytics. Let's go ahead and check this out real fast. Where are the premium stats for Matthew Staffy? There he is. Look at that guy. He needs a haircut, but he's the man. Anyway, we're going to view this in premium stats. We're going to go Matthew Stafford. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this guy right here, folks. Let's take a look at this guy. Let's see what we have been expecting from Matthew Stafford thus far from our guy. All right, that one I really not feeling it. Offensive grade per chart, passing. Let's check out the passing situations that we have from him so far. All right. So starting off, completion percentage, he's completing 66% of his passes. He's thrown for 2,983 yards. Yards per average on throw, 7.3. Something to consider. Now, this is yak included, so do keep that in mind. 17 touchdowns and 7 interceptions on the season so far. Big time throws, he has 16. He's had quite a few in these past couple of weeks. And keep in mind, this team has won 4 of their last 6, 5 of their last 7. I think a Rams fan was in here trying to tell me what was going on. 15 turnover-worthy plays. So he's being a little reckless with the football. He's trusting his wide receivers. This is absolutely dangerous when it comes into a team that is averaging at least 1 turnover per game. Something to consider. Moving on, average depth of target is at 8.3. He's not going to be a dink and dunk kind of guy. He will stretch the field at least marginally. Drops, has suffered 10 drops from his receivers so far. So far, these receivers have been doing a wonderful job in catching the football for the past 5 games. So something to put out there. Drop rates at 3.6%. And then this is what I look at. This is what I'm liking right here, folks. He's been sacked 28 times. He's been sacked 28 times already. And his time to throw is at 2.6 seconds per snap. All right. He's not Tua fast. He's not a lot of quarterbacks fast. He's right in the middle of the road as far as 2.6 seconds. So he's holding on to the damn football and has only scrambled once. Wow. He's only scrambled once. I don't know why, but something is telling me Ray Davis is going to play lights out. Very similar play style to Barkley. And you know how he did against them. Listen, man, watch out for Ray Davis. He's been doing his thing. 267 of you in this chat already, guys. 116 of you on X. 151 of you on YouTube and 1 of you on Twitch. What's going on, my boy on Twitch? How you doing? Hope all is well. Guys, smash that like button. Let's run this up to 100. Subscribe to the channel as well. We want 40,000 subscribers by the end of the regular season. I think that we can do it, especially since I'm bribing you with all of the signed memorabilia. So go on ahead and subscribe if you haven't had an opportunity of doing so so far. Moving on. This is where we are at as far as his passer rating. He's at 94.2. Stafford has been absolutely cooking for the last 3 games. So something to keep an eye out on. So what do we look at next, folks? We saw the passing stats and a couple of things we understand about this guy. 15 turnover-worthy plays. He is holding on to the ball for about 2.6 seconds, and he's been sacked for 27 times already. So that means I think that we could have a pretty good opportunity of getting to Matthew Stafford. He's not mobile. He's not mobile at all. He is a dinosaur at the quarterback position. That's not a bad thing. He's very good at what he does. He's a Super Bowl champion. But he's getting up there in age. He's getting up there in age. So what we need to do is figure this out. Passing pressure. What is he like when he's under pressure, folks? What is he like when he is sacked? That is the question. We have Rams defense is absolutely terrible. Don't worry. We're going to be unpacking this horrid defense here momentarily. I can promise you that. Totally fine if we lose 1 more. As long as Kansas City loses 2, we still get the 1 seed. The chat is yours, man. I got to go for a little bit. All right, man. You enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate you, man. 275 of you in here, man. Absolutely nuts. But anyway, Matthew Stafford, how does he do against pressure, folks? He's probably one of the best QBs in the league. All right. Still is, even at the ripe old age of 37 years old. He's about to be 37 years old here in a couple of months. But when he is kept clean, folks, when he is kept clean, he's completing 73% of his passes, 15 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions. Under pressure, massive drop-off, folks. Not blitzing, but pressure, organic pressure. Von Miller, you there? Is Dwayne Carter coming back this week, folks? Ed Oliver, you there? We need you, brother. Gregory Rousseau, AJ Epinesa. This is your opportunity. Get that damn pressure against this offensive line. This is what we need to take a look at. He only has 2 touchdowns and 5 interceptions and only 575 yards. And he's been pressured a whopping 138 times so far this year. 138 times he has been pressured. Let's get that happen. Let's make that happen. And then when he is blitzed, folks, when he is blitzed, he's completing 64.2% of his passes. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 1 interception. His yards per average is at about 7.9 per throw. So something to consider there. Let's go ahead and keep dropping back here. His time to throw under pressure is about 3 seconds. When kept clean, 2.4. Not blitzed, 2.7. When blitzed, 2.4. So he's going to go on ahead and he's going to have very little time. He's going to go on ahead and hit Cooper Kupp and or Puka Nacua on a nice little slant route right in the middle of our linebackers. Hopefully Matt Milano and hopefully Bernard can be stout in pass coverage. Hey, Dan, I'm actually more concerned about the Rams instead of the Lions. Funny enough, I like that. I want to see Javon Solomon get some reps. He's looking good when he's gotten opportunities. Me too, brother. Me too. I'm kind of nervous. I can see us going to be undefeated the rest of the way, to be honest, but I'm not sure if that is a good or a bad thing. We have Hi Dan, go Bills, Bella. Hope all is well. How you doing? It's nice that they get a break from the weather for a couple of weeks. Isn't that nice? D-line should absolutely eat. So we have all of this kept clean, et cetera, et cetera. So passing pressure. What do we learn about Matthew Stafford here, folks? Is that we need organic pressure against this guy. He's been sacked 27 times. He's been pressured a total of 138. So it sounds like that there's something stinks about this offensive line over in LA. Something stinks about it. All right. So we need to be able to get to this dude, make him make mistakes, and create them damn turnovers, because we know that this Buffalo Bills team takes away that for the most part. Passing concept. What do we have here, folks? PFF. All right. 30.1% of his snaps are play action. Let me tell you something about play action here, folks. This dude loves some play action. Loves some play action. In fact, this is the most play action quarterback I think the Bills have faced all year so far, meaning that they have I'd say a decent run game with Kieran Williams. Maybe the overall yards are not demonstrating it, but Kieran Williams is an absolute dog. 30.1% of the dropbacks, 132 have been play action. He's completing 71.4 of his passes, 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He is absolutely lethal. When they are not in play action, 9 touchdowns and 7 picks. So how do we prevent this play action, folks? We're going to have to take care of a gentleman by the name of Kieran Williams. Let's check out this fool. Let's check out this guy for a second. I feel like all of us want to take a look at this guy. He's a stud. Very, very good thus far. Receiving, not so much. He's just that guy. He's 5'9", 194 pounds. Went to Notre Dame. That's his thing. So let's go ahead and check out some Kieran Williams action, huh? Let's go Kieran Williams. Talk to me. Not passing concepts. We don't know about that guy, but we want to know about his rushing. Look at this. Here's our dude. Here's our dude, Kieran Williams, folks. If we want to completely shut down this offense and not make it even close, it all starts with this guy right over here. He has 926 yards already so far. 4.2 yards per carry. He has 10 touchdowns, and he has 5 fumbles. Uh-oh. He's coughing up the football a little bit, isn't he? He's coughing out the football a little bit now, isn't he? In fact, you know what? So far, we have determined a couple of keys to stopping the LA Rams offense. All right. Number one is take advantage of their offensive line, get pressure on Matthew Stafford. Here's my second one. Throw those damn haymakers. Be a physical damn football team. When I'm looking at the fact that Kieran Williams has 5 fumbles already, I need Rasul Douglas. I need Christian Benford. I need Taron Johnson throwing absolute hands, because he's going to get some carries. He's going to get some carries so far. His attempts, he has 222 attempts. He averages about 15, at least over 15 to 16 per game. It seems like that they've been slowly trying to not have him as much of a focal point, especially compared to the middle of the season where he had well over 20 quite a bit, but it didn't really work out too well against the Rams when he was running the football quite a bit. So we should expect Kieran Williams to maybe run the football a bit more than this. I'm going to guess about 2021. So punch the damn football. Strip that shit. He's coughing up the football more than a lot of running backs in the league right now. Some that still have a job. So that is a second key. Strip, punch. Make it happen, baby. I saw a rumor this morning that the Bills are considering bringing back Micah Hyde for a playoff push. Not sure why, but whatever. I've been seeing some rumors too. I feel like it's kind of redundant, and so to be completely honest with you, I feel like DeMar Hamlin and Taylor Rapp have been playing very well. Not unless they're trying to be careful. Maybe they're trying to make sure that they don't have to deal. Hold up. It's maybe, so they're trying to do this based off of precaution alone. I think that could be one of the one things we could be taking a look at, but I mean, here we are. So, as we can say, second key to stopping the LA Rams offense, punch the damn football, strip, because Kieran Williams is giving up the football. In fact, here's a hot take. Kieran Williams fumbles the football. That is a hot take. All right, yards after contact. He's a big dude. He's averaging about 2.78 yards per contact. His average long run is about at 30. Okay, something to consider there. Zone and gap schemes are about nearly identical. And then quite a bit of first downs, so to begin with. So that's what we're getting from Kieran Williams. Now let's see exactly where he goes. I think that's where everybody wants to understand where we're going here. Where's rushing direction? Where does this guy like to run the football? Let's see. His attempts, loves right here. So right between the tackle and the left guard. Where's another one? And the center and the right guard. That's him. Right over there. Ed Oliver. Daquan Jones. Terrell Bernard. Matt Milano. This is where this dude's going to be running the football. This is where this dude is going to be running the football right there. So if anybody is concerned about the lack of production we've been seeing from Ed Oliver, from Daquan Jones, from Jordan Phillips, maybe Dwayne Carter has something to say about this when he gets elevated once again, this is going to be a big game for our interior defensive tackles if we want to limit their rushing attack in LA. Because I think we're all in agreement right now, folks, that we need to, right? Like, we need to make this happen. We really, really do. Stop the run, prevent play action, punch that damn football. And punch that damn football, folks. I agree about Kincaid. All right, anyway. So that's the offense. That's what we got right there. Pressure Matthew Stafford. Don't blitz. Okay? Punch the football out of Kieran Williams because he's going to fumble the football. Prevent play action. And just make sure that we have favorable matchups. I really like Taron Johnson against Cooper Kupp. And so I really like Rasul Douglas against Puka Nacua. Maybe Benford ends up traveling a little bit. That is a question for another time, but we're going to have to see. Bernard pick 6 on Sunday. Absolutely book it. Push that damn like button before the football. DTN is coming in. What happens if the Rams use the rookie Blake Corum more? I don't know. Dude, you know what? That's a great question. Because I don't like looking at stats all across the season. I like to look at a game or the previous game from the LA Rams, from the past couple. Let's see exactly who ate against the LA Rams, right? So we can probably end up going to Rams and the Saints. Saints are absolutely garbage, right? Saints are absolutely garbage. But let's take a look at exactly who had a good game, what their game plan was against the New Orleans Saints this previous week, right? We're going to go here. Matthew Stafford went 14 for 24 for 183 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kieran Williams, 15 carries for 104 yards, and Blake Corum, 8 carries for 42. So what we are seeing right here, folks, it's largely becoming running back by committee. Running back by committee. Let's go ahead and actually take a look at what's his name. Blake Corum. What's Corum been all about? Blake Corum. Here he is. What's his rushing stats so far? Let's see. His yards after carry are about that. He has 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles, 37 attempts for 148 yards. So it looks like he's just been recently. Yeah. So just 1 carry against Philadelphia, 5 against New England, 3 against Miami. I don't know. So this is Blake Corum right here. He's been slowly but surely implemented after the fact. So it's still pretty much the Kyron Williams show, any way that you look at it. But Rams, Saints last week, Stafford had a game, 14 for 24, 183 and 2 touchdowns. Big game on the ground, massive game on the ground, and it worked for them, obviously. I wonder if that's going to be their game plan. In fact, actually, I'm almost convinced that that is going to be their game plan because I know that they're looking at the numbers. You had Puka with 5 receptions, Demarcus Robinson with 2, Tutu Atwell with 2, and Cooper Kupp with 3, only 3 for 17. So something to look at here. We go through, and then we check out the Eagles game. What is this all about? Rams, what do we got right here? Matthew Stafford, 24 for 36, 243 yards and 2 touchdowns. Williams, 16 carries for 72. And then Puka had 9 receptions for 117 yards. Kupp had 8 for 60. Tutu Atwell ended up having 3 for 30. And Demarcus Robinson had about 2 for 15. We go from there. And then last one. Rams and the Patriots. 18 for 27, 295 and 4 touchdowns. Williams, 15 for 86. So we know that Kieran Williams is their RB1. We get that. And then Puka Nacua, 7 receptions for 123. Kupp, 6 for 106. So we know that he's going to be targeting Puka and Cooper Kupp quite a bit, but I have a pretty good feeling that the secondary should be able to take care of business as it does come in. This is what we have been seeing from this LA Rams team so far. Based off of these past 3 games, folks, I really want to hear what you got to say in the chat right now, right? I really want to hear what you have to say in the chat. What are we picking up from this Rams offense right now that we've seen for the past 3 games? What are some of the biggest trends? And what do you think they're going to attempt to implement against the Buffalo Bills on Sunday, being at home? Sound off and let me know. Sound off and let me know your thoughts, folks. That's what this show is all about. It is about you. It is about you, people. I love you. Why is Demarcus Robinson not placed on administrative leave? That is a great question. That got his ACL torn by a dirty player, Lions, Kirby Joseph. Season DTN is coming in. It's been a while since I have seen Tyler Higbee, but I think it's going to be Colby Parkinson starting. Colby Parkinson right after the case. I mean, we can take a look at that. Let me see. Let me see. Davis Allen, his receiving grade is 36. He looks like he sells insurance straight out of college. He's 23. Straight out of college, Davis Allen. Look at that. That's the dude. That's the dude if I've seen it or not. But all right, next up, we got to talk about the LA Rams defense. We have been joking around quite a bit about how bad this LA Rams defense has been. And then this is what Brett had to say about what we got from the offense. We will allow them to run in the first half, then slam the door in the second half and get them behind the sticks and force Stafford to throw the football more, hopefully with a hell of a lot of pressure and hopefully not in play action. But if we can shut that shit down in the second half, we shut their run game down, they can't do play action, then that's where it's at. No blitz, keep linebackers in coverage. Yes, no blitzes. Do not blitz a veteran quarterback. That is rule number 1 in the NFL. They are going to try to go downfield on us a bit more than they actually do of play action. And they will probably do it right after getting a huge gash or 2 on the ground. DTN, while Rams defense without Aaron Donald feels a lot different. And then William is saying, I need a Bills game. I need a Bills game using the red jerseys soon. Hopefully damn soon, bro. That's what we're talking about. All right. So, Rams defense, man. We love absolutely trolling this Rams defense, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? Right? Like we love laughing at the expense of the LA Rams defense because it has been a struggling. Okay, so they are allowing at least 24 points per game. Yards per game, 359. That is 25th in the league. 21st in points, by the way. I didn't say that. 5.7 yards per carry. So what does that tell us? That these DBs are not necessarily running a lot of press man coverage. So they're giving our receivers a lot of room. Third down conversion, 19. So not very good there. Fourth down conversion, absolutely terrible. And they're going up against a team that's probably the best fourth down conversion team in the NFL. Red zone scoring, a bend but don't break sort of team. That's top 6. But let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Rushing statistics. Oh my God, folks. 4.6 yards per carry, 21. Rushing yards, 31.3. 30. 30th, folks. 30th. Rushes per game. Rush yards per game, 144.2. And bottom 10 in rush touchdowns per game. So what does that tell me, folks? Who is going to have a damn game? This right here is a James Cook and a Ray Davis game. You know what? I'm going to tweet something. I'm going to tweet something real fast. I wonder if McDermott is going to cautious with James Cook for a few weeks and make it the Ray Davis show. Great game coming up to build confidence against the Rams. Here's another take. Baby. Let's make that happen. Crazy Killer is coming in. Dan, where do you get your signed Bills jerseys at? Just curious. I tried the auction thing, but they were way overpriced looking for Josh Allen signed, but that's not cheap. Yeah, man, most definitely. I get them all on pristine auction. That one I had to spend a pretty dollar on for sure. But like some of the other players and stuff like that, like Benford or Keon Coleman for the most part, are pretty cheap. Like I saw a Don Beebe jersey for like $5 starting off or something. So like really all the big name stars. So like all the big name stars, like you could probably walk away with like $60-$70. Or excuse me, non-stars or rookies are typically a hell of a lot cheaper. But like with Josh Allen, and with like Joe Burrow, for example, like that's going to be absolutely insane. A signed jersey's going over $400. It sounds about right. It sounds about right, man. It really, really does. Yeah, dude, like say for example, like you want to get like some really cool signed jerseys, I would probably just like go for like players like Benford, Taron Johnson, Greg Rousseau. Like, I mean, honestly, like this one that I'm giving away for Christian Benford, I'm pretty sure I won that one for like $70. I think shipping was like 15 or something. It's players that I don't know, man. It's kind of where I'm at right now. Anyway, so I'm seeing this right here, and this is telling me that this is a James Cook / a Ray Davis game. Make it happen. Passing statistics, not much better, folks. Oh my God. Yards per pass, 7.9. Yards per game, 214.9. That is 15th. Interceptions thrown, 2.8. Sacks, not so ideal. So not getting to the QB whatsoever. Now what I want to see is some matchups. What are some matchups right there? Verse has been an absolute stud. Verse is going to have to be something. They run a base 3-4, so something to consider there. You have Christian Roosboom, who is not very solid in coverage. Then you have this fool right here, Omar, who's pretty good in coverage as well. Right in the middle of the field. But then this dude, Jared Verse, he's been going off. He's going to have to make some things happen. But Deion Dawkins has been stepping on up when he can. Dawkins has been stepping up when he damn can. Brown's been doing well. You have Brown. You have Kobe Turner has been doing good as well. Coverage great, etc. So run the damn football, folks. Run the damn football, because let's go ahead and take a look at this. Run defense, 74.5. Not terrible. Brown, run defense, 69. What about some of these younger ones right here? Yeah, run defense, 47.8. So Byron Young needs to be the guy that you absolutely go after. Look at that. That's what it is. But anyway, onward. Elite players are well-known. Popular players cost more. Absolutely. Yeah, I need a signed Allen jersey. I have Benford and Gregory R signed jerseys. That is it. Dude, listen, man, that's like the key. And so to be completely honest with you, is just to get all of these signed jerseys when they're rookies. So that way, like when they actually get like insane good, that's when you end up getting crazy ass value for them. That's been my strategy as far as my collection. 162 in the chat and only 77 likes. Come on, guys. Make it happen. Buddy bought a 4 Favre signed and framed jersey for $400 before he retired. Look at that. EJ, 162 in the chat and only 70 likes. Come on, guys. All right, guys. Yeah. Smash that like button. Let's get this over 100. 100 like button smashed. But anyway, so Keys for the Buffalo Bills offense. So to take advantage of this LA Rams defense, dude, run the football. Run the football. James Cook, Ray Davis, Ty Johnson. Like, this game cannot stop the run. They can't. So make it a ground and pound sort of scheme. I have respect for their linebackers and coverage. So maybe go on ahead and test out some of the perimeter corners, specifically if Amari Cooper is right on the opposite side of Keon Coleman, assuming that Keon Coleman will be back. Test their perimeter guys, test the safeties. But I really think that the number one thing is that, like, we want to have another game where Josh Allen only throws for like 180 yards. I think that's a recipe for success is based off of that. Where like he just like throws for 140, 160 yards, but like we have James Cook and Ray Davis rushing for over 180 combined. Same thing with that. Like, I think we be safe and we knock it out. I would love to see a Ray Davis like led backfield. I would love to see a massive increase in his carries because obviously we want to see what we have in the rookie, especially if he can come out and like be like a massive piece right in the playoffs. So now it comes down into final score prediction. Oh man, it's so tough. It's so tough, right? Because like we've been winning and scoring more than 30 for how many weeks in a row now? Like 6. It's hard for me not to give the Buffalo Bills 30 points on this game. It's really not. Give me the Buffalo Bills 31. This defense has been playing well too. I'm trying not to be disrespectful. I'm really trying not to be disrespectful here. But I want to look at the points that this team has put up against the team that is somewhat similar. So the Eagles defense is solid. In fact, here, I think that we're going to get our answers here for a second. Hold up. Let me see NFL points allowed. All right. So I'm looking at this real fast. So the Buffalo Bills are allowing 18.7 games. Last 3, we have only allowed 17 points. Last 1, 10. Home, 17.7, 19.7 away. And the Rams recently just ended up playing the Philadelphia Eagles, and they put up 20 points against them. And when you end up looking at the similarities between the two, 17, 19, last one. Okay. So I'd probably put Buffalo and Philadelphia's defense as far as points allowed, like right there. Give me Bills 31, Rams 31. So we cover the spread. I think that's exactly what we're doing. Folks, giant shout out to Picasso's Pizza. It's a proud sponsor of this channel. Best pizza in Buffalo, New York. 4 great locations in Western New York, and they're also delivering pizza to your front doorstep all across the continental United States. So if you're feeling hungry, you miss home, or hell, you want to know, hey, what kind of Christmas gift could I give to somebody that's from Buffalo that no longer lives there? Order them some Picasso's Pizza and mail it to their front doorstep so they can enjoy a taste of home. Use code PARADE, PARADE, for once this ends up getting and cooking right in front of you. Shout out to Picasso's Pizza for sponsoring this channel, man. 31-17 Buffalo, 31-20 Bills. Crazy killer. Yeah, dude, it makes sense. And so I know the Bills have been doing fantastic with holding teams to nearly 10 points. Like, we've done it 4 times already. Yeah. And then Katie Robertson is saying a tie. Yeah, dude. We have Freak Show saying 31-31. Oh my God. No. So it's going to be 31-21, 31-20, 34-16 Buffalo. Earl is coming in. Guys, sound off right now with your final score predictions. I'm actually very curious to see where you're at. 34-16, Earl Flynn. It's my guy. You already know. All right, beautiful. All right, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in to another edition of Dom Mafia Live. I'm going to be live later on BetUS TV's The Huddle. All right, folks. So make sure that you head on over there for 3 p.m. We have a lot to unpack today. regarding this upcoming NFL Week 14. And then I will also be live on my channel later today at 5:15. Make sure, guys, that being subscribed is important, but making sure you have those bell notifications on is equally important. I'm going to be going over the full injury report. I'm going to be going over the full practice recap, so you don't want to miss out on that one. And then obviously the AFC East roundtable this evening. Love each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you later. Peace.